Hi, my name is Kim Kaufman, and today I'm going to show you how to research and organize sources in order to write a successful lit review for any class. We're going to use the databases on the TT Library website and Google Scholar. What you will need is a computer, I'm using a Mac today, an internet connection, and you must be logged into eRater. Just as an example today, I will use the topic of voting laws, so we will be searching mainly within political science journals. The important thing to remember when writing a lit review is that you must have acceptable articles from academic journals, not .com websites. This often is the biggest hassle and time consumer for students, but hopefully after today it will seem much easier. First thing we need to do is to set up a bookmark on your computer. Click on the internet, click Bookmarks tab, Add Bookmark Folder. We're going to title it Voting Laws, and just drag and drop it into the bookmarks bar. Click OK. We are good to go. We are going to start at Google Scholar. So type in googlescholar.com in the address bar. This is used just like Google. You can type in any sort of phrase. I'm going to type in voting laws. And it will only give you academic journals, articles, newspapers, etc. I don't think I've ever found an article on Google Scholar that wasn't acceptable for something like a lit review. Now what's great about it is that with an eRater password and being logged in, anything that is in the Texas Tech Library website will be linked to this. So for instance, we're looking for things that say from JSTOR.org or from TTU.edu. So this one's military absent voting laws from JSTOR, so click on JSTOR.org. And we can see this entire article because we have essentially a membership to the Texas Tech Library website. It comes from the American Political Science Review. And you can read the first part. Now let's say you think that this is going to help you on your paper. So we're going to put in our bookmarks file just to save it. So Command D, retitle it, Military Absent Voting Laws. Make sure to put it in your voting laws bookmark and click Add. Now you can find, sometimes you find tons of articles on here, sometimes you just find a few. Therefore we have other ways of finding articles, and that is through the library website and the databases there. So we're going to go library.ttu.edu, click Databases, click Search, click a J and Starts With, click Go. This is what we want here is the JSTOR with the big red border around it. That to me has been the best database to use. Now there's two ways to use it. We're going to start here in the big search tab and type voting laws, and that's going to search through all the disciplines listed below. Obviously we'll mainly get political science journals, but you also may get some economic journals or a few other variances. So you have tons of articles. Now let's just pick one like an experiment in approval voting. You can click on that. It comes from the Management Science Journal. And usually you can read a little bit. This part is like an abstract. If you think this is good, once again, we'll put it in our bookmark. Command D. An experiment in approval voting. Under voting laws and click Add. Another way to look is by actual discipline. So since we're doing voting laws, we obviously know they're going to mainly come from political science journals. So let's look just in political science journals. I'm going to click Browse by discipline. Down here, click Political Science, and it has 148 titles. It may take a minute to bring it up, but once you do that, you can be able to click on specific journals, and if you've done this before, you know kind of what journals give you good articles and what journals don't give you good articles. For instance, I know like the American Political Science Review gives me good articles, and like the Midwest Journal of Political Science also gives me good articles. So wait for this to load. Shouldn't take too long. You can also browse down and find it, but that can take a little bit of time. But as you see, there's journals on almost every subject from Irish studies to Jewish studies, bibliographies, astronomy. You can find anything on JSTOR. Don't think that went. Okay, so now we're in the political science discipline. As I said before, like the American Journal of Political Science or the Midwest Journal of Political Science I know have given me good articles. So I'm going to go and click on the Midwest Journal of Political Science. Now it's going to work the same way. You're going to type in search voting laws. You're going to get articles from this journal. Now we can look at maybe like voting behavior in the FCC. And this works the exact same way. You just specify a little more of where these articles are coming from. So I think this is good. I'll hit Command D, put in the bookmark again. Voting behavior in the FCC. And we'll add that. Okay, we're going to go back. One more thing you can do is if you pick an article, pick pretty much any article. We're going to use the little most cited button. If you click most cited, it's going to give you the most cited articles of the past, here's the past 3 years from this journal. So for instance, this article, Taking Time Seriously, has been cited 71 times from people using the tech website. So obviously probably students. This one 68 times, this one 58 times, and it keeps going. Now sometimes these articles will have nothing to do with what your topic is, but sometimes they will, and it helps distinguish between what's a really good article, it's been used a lot, and what's maybe a really bad article. So you can also take articles there, put them in your bookmark in the exact same way. After this, after you used all of these different resources, you should have found plenty of articles to write your paper on. As far as actually writing, I would advise you to do the following. I would fully read each article and highlight major points. I would keep a list of similarities and differences between the articles. That's the most important and makes it easiest to write your paper. After that's done and it's time to write, don't just summarize. Intertwine the articles showing the similarities and differences, comparing and contrasting the data that you found. This is what a good lit review does really well. Finally, the last thing you have to do on any paper is cite your sources. So if you're using JSTOR articles or articles from Google Scholar that are in JSTOR, click on an article, and on this little box right here, you can see it says view citation, email citation, export citation, or save citation. So you can easily click on view citation, and your citation is done for you. I do have to warn you though, make sure that citation style is the style wanted by your professor. Different disciplines use different citations. For instance, English uses MLA, while history uses Chicago Turabian. Usually this will correlate with academic journals, but it's always a good idea just to double check. But if it is the right style, you can simply copy and paste this into your works cited. Very easy. And then your last step will be to proofread, and if I can suggest, I would say to print it, to read it aloud, make corrections on that paper. So many more mistakes will be caught if printed and read aloud rather than on your computer to yourself. Once that's done, your paper should be finished. If all of these steps are done, I have no doubt you will write a very successful lit review that your professor will be happy with, and you won't ever have even stepped foot in the library.